I think it's that. Thank you.
Welcome, and thank you for your presentation. Yanka, please go ahead.
Mm, Osvaldo, morning, girls. My name is Ianca. I am a sociologist and demographer, and I'm living in Philly nowadays. And here is the end of the spring, I guess. It have becoming a lot. It have becoming hot and humid at the same time. I miss Brazil in this aspect because it's very different for me. And well, I have been in here in Talking Talk since November 2023. I think that this year I will make 2 years of Talking Talk. Yeah, 2 years of Talking Talk. This is impressive. I didn't realize that yet. I'm sorry. And in my free time, I like to play samba with my friends in here, to sing, to dance, to have fun, to do nothing sometimes, and I'm trying to read more too. It's that.
Thank you. Just a question. Which aspects do you think about the weather in your place is so different if you compare with here?
A clear comparison maybe. Do you know that sensation when you are in the litoral in some beach in Brazil that we have mormaço? That is a mix of hot with humid air. So I feel that it's a wall of humidity and it's hot. So
Yeah,
you breathe this, it's
it's
weird.
strange. That's strange. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Okay, and about you, Ludian?
Yes, good morning. I'm Luria. I live in Belo Horizonte. I'm 34 years old. I know this feeling, these ways, I think, mormaço, so like special, right? And I love hot weather. I don't like hot, but I prefer like when it's warm. And Yaka said about the experience to live in other weather, and I think I will miss a lot Brazil. I would miss a lot Brazil if I need to live in a different country with different weather. I talked the other day. I'm a kind of person about weather. When it's cold, I don't like to go out. Like I'm not feeling so well. But when we have sun, oh, it's perfect day. So I think I'm kind of connected, with the weather. So that's it about me. Thank you.
Thank you. Girls, I have to say, I need to be honest that I really like cold weather. For example, I'm having some vacation. Yeah, kind of vacation. And currently is a little bit cold here in my place, and I really enjoy with this weather. Of course, I like that because I don't have any kind of appointment to do outside of at home, and I really enjoy this time. I feel more energized. I like to wake up early in this season, I would say, and yeah. And well, I'm here about 1 year, Yanka. I have to eat a lot of rice and bean to get close to you here in Talk and Talk. And yeah, it's always a pleasure to be here with you guys. I like to say that we have different backgrounds and experience, and we can exchange ideas here. And I really love this environment. I always feel stimulate to be here every single day. It's that happened to me for the first time related to English. To learn new language. I've always felt not much, no much stimulated to study English, you know. And here in Talk and Talk, I feel the opposite of that. So it's interesting. And I work as software engineer since pandemic time. Let me see. And yeah, I'm in a vacation, I would say, but I'm here studying English, and I have another appointments about career enhancement, improvements, and some like that, you know. And that's it. Let's start with the topics, different topics, okay? Yanka, I think the purpose of these questions is, yeah, to bring ideas to the table, only that, you know? So if you want to start for us, the question, the first question, please.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Good advice about communication. I think that to communicate well, you have to listen well. This is a high cliche ever, but it's true. Like, if you wanna really answer the other person, you have to really understand what this person said for you before answering. And so I feel that sometimes in conversations, mainly nowadays that we are super polarized, we hear the other person saying, but thinking in how to answer, like how to rebater the other person, how to just um yeah, rebater, I don't know how can I say, but it's that, not to understand the other point of view. And I think to do that properly, we have to make questions and not to answer necessarily, like to try to make more questions to fully understand what that person mean and what that person is thinking about. And I like this, not tech. I think that's a technique to make question. It's a Socratic technique, I guess, that you don't need to answer the other person. Just making questions, you make that other person think about. Sometimes it's a little bit manipulative, I guess, but
No, it's a good point of view. I've never thought about that, to be honest.
yeah, because people usually thinking about effective communication, people usually don't pay too much attention in what you're saying, but they pay attention in what they are answering. So if you make some reciprocal questions, you make the other person think better, I guess. Is this?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Yeah, interesting point of view. And Luria, have you ever thought about this feeling, the Yanka's feeling?
Yes, yes. Sometimes I'm a kind of stubborn person, and I need to make people understand what I want, in the different ways. But this, I think about communication. It's a good advice. Listen first. Listen more. You need to try to understand the environment, the people, the situation. When we talk a lot, sometimes you can have some noises, so you need to listen. Um, I think if you have a uh, opportunity, you can do some courses, about communication, about how to speak and be more natural. Because communication, like now, you can just hear my voice, right? You can understand if I'm more shy sometimes, if I am more extroverted person, if I am more natural. You can understand that by my voice, but my body language. So if you now you just can hear me, okay. If you can hear me and see me, the way I speak can show you things. So I think the first advice is listen more, but the second one is try to think about the message that you want to pass, because it's not the words, it's also the way you are, the way your body acts, your voice is speaking. So, and communication is everything. Right. It's like that.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, just to fix my my speech some seconds ago, I've never thought about continuing asking other people, you know, only that. Of course, I totally agree with you, okay? And about you, Michaeli.
I agree with you guys. I think I'm not the best person to answer this kind of question because I think my communication is not so good. I need to do auditory classes, but I agree with you. I think especially nowadays, everyone is using a cell phone when we talk with other person. So if necessary, have a active listen is the the best choice to understand everyone when you have the active listen and keep your attention in what the person are talking. And the other things like body language or tone of voice, eye contact is important too. Uh, I think it's that. I think the active listening, like the girl said before, is the first advice for everyone.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, I think all over these questions are a little kind subjective, you know, and in another ones are more direct like this, you know. And I'd like to add something about you said, girls. For me, it's crucial to uh, deeply understand what other person means, you know. For me, that's the point. If you really interested in listening and understand completely the other part, you are gonna have a good communication, you know. I think that's the most important thing. um, some time ago, some days ago, Phil shared a short video about I think a Brazilian Brazilian. He was trying to interview a famous person, and he was nervous and yeah, made some mistakes to build the sentence and so on. But the other part really understood him and not to judge him, you know. He had been understood him completely and helped him to to make the question, you know. And I think we are gonna talk about that. If you doing your best, open your heart, I would say, and really understand the other part, the other will see and will respect you, in my perspective. Okay, or this behavior would enhance our chances to be understood. Be understood. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, let's continue. Lurian, second question, please.
Good advice about challenge. You know, Osvaldo, you said you copied this from other host, and I was
Yeah.
about to copy this from you. So now it's really nice that I'm copying of a copy, you know. But it's
Yeah, that's amazing idea. I really like this topic, you know, this.
no, but it's really nice way, you know. I don't normally I try to take different kind of subjects, and sometimes I need to be inspired, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
I
just a
don't
little
see.
different because in French, just to make a point here, the most of times we are talking about beginner subjects. You know, we cannot talk about something really deep because people are not prepared to talk about that. The other day, I I brought I brought a subject like not hard, but oh, Luri, I cannot speak like that. I cannot, So, and this is a good subject, and it's a good way to people just thinking easy, up. Uh,
Perfect. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm ready to answer this question. You
ah,
know?
I think even in Portuguese sometimes it's hard, but
Yeah, yeah.
so good advice about challenge. I think challenge it's normal. It's a part of our growing life. So you need to understand that you have challenge. I think first of all, accept that. For my first advice, challenge. It's a part of our life. It's a way to grow. It's a way to learn. It's not possible for everyone. They just know all the time. You need to learn, and sometimes you have a challenge. Easy, hard, hard, easy, hard, average, it's depend, but you will have. This is for sure. So for me, accept that you have challenge. You cannot be ready, oh, I'm ready for this challenge. Go, cam. It's not possible. Try to live your life, do therapy, understand, work on your emotional intelligence, do this, try to live, but challenges are a part of our life. It's a part of our growing. So don't try to avoid, try to accept and overcome. That's it.
Yeah, and I just remember a specific game that I can bring that as example, But after Yanka and Michaeli perspective, go ahead, Yanka, please.
Well, I agree. I'm aligned. Um, I think that we have in the world some people that have a good self-esteem, but most part of people don't have a good self-esteem and doubt their selves about their skills and capabilities and so on. So when we face a challenge, we always think like, am I ready to face it? And probably not, you are not ready. But who is totally ready to face it, So if you are afraid, go with afraid. It's part of the process, I guess. And as Ludian said, it's a way to opportunity to grow, I guess. And without challenges, we can't do this. And if you failed, it's fine. Everyone failed. This is nice to realize too. And another advice may be it's okay, take the challenge, but plan yourself to make it too. Keep calm, but plan step by step to accomplish what you are up for, what you um, want to do, I guess.
I got you. Got you. Perfect. And about you, Michaeli?
Uh, in my opinion, uh, you need to make your mind comfortable to face a challenge because otherwise you will give up halfway through. Like Luna said before, facing challenges is a part of life and it will happen. So I think it is important to know yourself and understand how you will face it. And I think that know yourself, face it, and understand that this is important to be out of your comfort zone and grow with that and learn about the things. I think it's that.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. And girls, about my answer, yeah, I'm trying some games in my vacation, new different kind of games, just to know different uh styles, I would say, games genres. And I'm play one that's called AIDS. I'm gonna to write here. Yeah. That's not a new one, but the history is related to uh, old Greece, Greece mythology. I don't know if that's correct. So there are a lot of gods and characters related this rich history, and the you the well, let me see about the game challenges. You will fail a lot of times, and it's a part of the game. You will start um, mais fraco. I forgot how can I say mais fraco, and you will learn with your journey along the way, and you will get more strong to to go more deeply about the places and the game history at all. I think you understood, and that is a good example how the life works in my perspective. We start knowing nothing, and the way that we are growing up and become adult, we will learn a lot of stuff, and we'll get better results along the way. I think it is that. And about learn new language like we are doing here, that's the same. We will start in a lower level, and if we put effort, we will get, we will improve along this way. I think that's it. Yeah, I remember that because that the way that the game works wor brought me a good way to answer this question. Okay. And yeah, okay. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's my turn to start the 30 question. Yeah. Good advice about love. My perspective, respect. Respect is the most important thing in a relationship. Doesn't matter the kind of relationship. I think if we feel respect to the others, we will have a good relationship. Respect yourself first. I think at first we need to respect ourselves to be happy and to be fine with ourselves before to try to be good to another one. And respect. I think in summary that's it. And yeah, about you, Yanka.
I'm trying to read more, and I'm reading a book written by Bell Hooks. It's a black escritora written, I forgot, a black woman that writes. And she think about love, but about a verb, about amar, to love, not a subject or an object, but thinking about the love as an action of love. What do you do for the other person that mean that you love that person, I guess. So when you say bad things for that person, like yelling and so on, it's not an act of love, but care about this other person, help this other person to grow in the life, listen to this person, these acts of love. So to me, it became easier to think about love in this way as an action, not as a abstract stuff, but something that you can do in the day-to-day life to live this in a better way, I guess. And doing this, one thing that I like to do too when I am in love with someone, and we do that, it's inevitable, we can't avoid this, is to learn about yourself and learn about your partner. We will never stop doing this, I guess. But mainly thinking about ourselves too in a relationship, because I don't think that we know ourselves completely. And in a relationship, we can see our vulnerabilities, when we can feel vulnerable or not, our mistakes, and how to make it right because you love that other person. So you want to be a better person, I guess. So advice about love, it's that see the love as an action, not a abstract stuff. You can do this in your day-to-day life and be open to learn about yourself and your partner, being vulnerable in this process, I guess, because it's impossible to learn about this with walls between you and the other person. You know, you have to baixar a guarda in the
I
process,
really
I guess.
loved your answer, Yanka. And yeah, it's amazing. I really liked the way that you said. Yeah, but that's perfect. Thank you. And about you, Mikael,
Mm. A very deep answer, you could said before.
for
I'm
sure.
thinking here. Uh, in my perspective, I think respect, patience, and support each other is the best advice. Because you should be aware that not every day you or your partner will be 100%, and this needs to be balanced every day. So it's necessary to support each other and know yourself and um, like someone said before, you need to choose the person every day to stay with you. So it's important to know yourself and know your husband or boyfriend, your qualities and the other things. So uh, I think if you respect and have patience in the process and support your partners, it will be um, works. So I think that talk about love is difficult because everyone have your relation and your it's like agreements with the your partner. So in my case, I think it's that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You said interesting things, support each other. I think it's crucial as well. And about you, Luren, what do you think about that?
I good advice about love. I agree with everyone, but I think love in a in a in one word, it's about to just be open, donate your time, you know, and you need to try to believe about something else, and maybe you cannot be corresponded in the same way, you know. So love, since you have all this possibility, you are not sure about the other side, you just need to do this for yourself. You cannot think about when you decide to love someone, love something, love your life, you know, you need to do this for yourself, about to respect yourself and to be open to love, you know. Because if you just uh, do this for the other one or expecting another thing, I think it's probably you have some trouble in your life. So I really believe we need to think about respect. Love for me is respect. Love for me is to let to trust to, you know. It's about to communicate, it's about passion, it's about in between couples, it's about sex, it's about a lot of things, it's about empathy, you know. It's about a lot of things, but in the meaning, it's about you to be open to live all the experiences of their life, you know, and all the aspects, and try to experiment uh, the the situations with more love, try to be more open. But the most of people now can see a difference, because in the past maybe love was easy. Now is a kind of, we need to love our jobs, we need to love our career, we need to love our family. We have all these that is socials. Looks like sometimes we are lost. So since we are us all the time, right? I am me, you are you. So I think love all the time, it's about you, about you be okay to feel this. And maybe if you be more in this way, you can understand more. It's not about to be selfish, okay? It's more to be more about yourself, about your perspective of others. I don't know. I was not making sense when I was speaking. Sorry, guys. It's a deep one.
No, your answer was look like a philosophic one, we
Yes,
say.
because I want to say something like out of this. I love, I will say just love about a relationship. I am in a relationship now. I am in a good one. So I believe in love. So who is not cannot believe? It's
Yeah,
not it's not fair. But in the same time, it's fair. I just say to you, oh, don't give up. We will find. You are just too know a lot of disappointment, a lot of trauma. You cannot believe on me,
yeah,
so I and you have love for family, for your life, for your job, for your career, for travel. We have love in all the aspects. So I try to to find an answer about the feeling of love, and how this can affect you, in
yeah.
different ways. So it's really hard. But yes, that's
No,
it.
you did it perfectly, in my perspective. All of
Yeah,
us understood you for sure.
thank you. But yes, so for me is that respect yourself, try to be okay and be open.
Perfect. And it was a good question because all of us brought different perspective in this answer. It was amazing. Michael, could you let's continue with the question number 4, please.
Okay. Good advice about family. Mm, My best advice about family is to be there for someone. Everyone says that in the end it's family that counts, and that's true. I think family will always be there for you. And I'm not talking about blood family. I think family is whoever you choose to be your family. I think it's that. I think it should be there for someone. That's what I try to do. I'm not the best person in my family, but I am a supportive person. So I think it's that. I quickly answer.
Okay, okay, I got you. Okay, and about you, Yanka? I know you have a big family, a lot of people in there, a lot of party. Yeah, bring us your point of view, please.
Yeah, I love my family. I miss them so much. But family to me involves intergenerational stuff, because my mom, for example, it's from a different generation than me. And sometimes she tried to put what she learned during her generation in my generation, in my head, I guess. And this make conflict sometimes. I think that she had a very short vision about what she can do as a woman, for example. And when she tell me this, like, no, you can't do that. Why? Because you are a woman. And I think, Mom, this thing changed, I can do this and I can do more, even more. So maybe understand this, understand that we are from different moments, I guess. And the things, it was different for her and now it's different to me. And because of this, to be careful about our words, because sometimes we have a very fixed mindset and we try to make the other person have this fixed mindset too. And using words can be very cruel sometimes. So it's better just to listen to this other person, to see this other perspective about the life, try to understand, I guess, and then try to advise if you can, not because you are obligated to do that. And more direct advice maybe, I like to have fun with my family. So this quality time to me, it has to involve having fun. So games, traditions every week if possible, the day of pizza, the day of games, the day to be together, having fun. Have fun
The day of
for me.
samba.
Yeah, can be too. Have a barbecue with your family, with samba, refrigerante, caipirinha, and so on. This moment to talk and to play together, to me, it's very important to build a strong bond between everyone. It's nice.
Yeah. Amazing. I think family is that. Perfect. And about you, Lurian?
Family is a lot of things. Family is love, family is challenge. We need to work. Uh, I think family it's your let me in the find the correct word here. Your refugee, safe haven, safe island. Family for me is safe. I know family can be a trouble. Family can be messy. Family, busca per family. You know, it's my family is too noisy. They make a lot of noise. You know, sometimes I just cannot understand. But it's it's family. You know, it's a part of you. It's a part of your background. Uh, for me, family is even uh, if you are in a bad situation, you have your family. You know, I don't know if they can help you or not, but you have your family. You have your background. I really like to say about what I want to do with my family, and I things I cannot have. I cannot have with my family a dinner and a lunch at the table, and I would love to do that. But this is my family, right? So what I'm doing with my new family, that is my partner, I'm doing this because this is some kind of values that I want for me. You know, I like to have this moment, quality time. But my family, they love barbecue, they love parties, and I love too. So this is something that I'm taking from them and continues in my life. So family for me, it's a way maybe for me take these habits, you know, take these traditions, organize if I want to keep this or if I want to change a little, and because of that I will be able to do my decisions. And this is challenge, you know, and this is you work on your emotional intelligence, your resilience. It's not because you have this family you need to do the same thing. So family is there to support you, but always to show you how to get better, you know, how to change the things for the other way. So like I said, nobody's perfect. No, it's not all the family is perfect, but it's my family. And if you ask me if I will change, I will not, because I am who I am because of them too. So it's that.
Great. Amazing. Yeah, I think we are nothing without family. Family is important in a good and bad perspective because we know that some people have bad experience with family, you know, some traumas, some bad stuff. Um, maybe some parents don't take care very well about their children, you know. Um, but well, in my perspective, family is support each other. You know, I think it's the main the main thing about the to have a family in my perspective. I don't know if I said to you, but I don't have a good relationship, amazing relationship with my parents. You know, I have a better relationship with my dad, not so good with my mom. You know, I'm only child, so I've grown up. Um, I've learned how to be alone. For example, I can bring an example. I'm currently live in my dad house, but he didn't. He didn't. He isn't living here with me. You know, he lives in another place, and but I need to rent this house for him. I'm only child. You know, um this stuff, this environment shaped me how to make my best for my family, and take care of me at the same time, you know. I know some people, some colleagues that had um biggest problem than me with their family, you know. But my perspective, I'm here as part of family. I'm here to support my loved ones, my children, my wife, my stepson, my parents, you know. My mom had been got cancer last year, and I stayed with her in all the process, all the chemotherapy and another treatment, health treatments in the center hospital in Campinas, Unicamp, Yanka. And I stayed with her. It doesn't matter our difference, you know. So for me, support my family is my loved ones is important. And like Ludan said, I wouldn't change my origins, you know. Was born here in this environment, and that shaped me who I am, you know. So yeah, that's it. For me, that's it. It's hard to answer this question. Okay. Yanka, let's go to the question number 5, please. We have time, I think.
Okay, good advice about work. To me, the best advice is that you can't be defined just about your work. You know, you are not just your work. You have to be more. You can't live just to work, guys. I'm telling this to you, but I'm telling this to me actually. Like, Yanka, you can't. It's impossible to do that. You'll be miserable doing this. Because life is more, I guess. It's food, it's friends, it's sex, it's sport, a lot of stuff, not just your job, I guess. In doing this, I don't know, you have a very restricted life, I guess. So to me, I think this is the unique advice that I can give now.
Perfect. The main advice, I would say. And about you, Michaele?
I totally agree with Bianca, but I will say other advice. I think it's important to balance it. It is essential for your mental health. So try to have a good relationship in your work and take uh, take breaks and think about your mental health. It's not just your work. I think
Yeah,
that.
build a strong relationship at work is a huge challenge. Okay, and about you, Lurian?
I agree with Bianca, with Michele too. Like, but you say something different. I agree about work is not everything. You know, like we cannot be defined just for our job. But since we need to work, and the most of time, if you count how many hours you work during the week, you can understand that you pass more time working than with your loved ones, with your other things. So maybe try to be happy with what you are doing, you know? If you need to change the route. So try to be happy at least doing what you, because first we need to work, we need to have money. Second, you pass, like if you count, sometimes you have more relation with your colleagues that than you have with your family and your husband, friends. So since this is a part of our life, try to be okay with that. You know, try
Perfect.
to do something that you love. It's not easy, but try it. And that's it. And I will use this time here now, Osvaldo, to say bye bye. See you soon, guys.
Bye bye, Lurian. See
Bye
you
bye.
next
Thank you.
Friday.
I love it. Bring the other advices for the other immersions,
Okay,
and
I think it's a
maybe
good idea.
add some other aspects.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
that. I did that.
yeah, yes. It's nice.
Thank
So
you,
bye
Lurian.
bye.
Take care. Guys, I decided to bring this topic. I read it this one another host, you know. I don't remember who, but I think it was a good idea because we can exchange a lot of different stuff with our background, you know. And yeah, how was the conversation in another room, Andrea?
Oh, really nice conversation. Thanks so much, Aparecido, Otávio, and Christian. We had a great time, share different opinions, point of view. Was really nice. Thank you as well.
Thank you too. It's always a pleasure to be here every single day to be with me, Andrea, please, my teacher.
Thank you.
And about you, Aparecida?
Oh, it was a great conversation. Interesting topics. I don't remember to talk about this in one immersion before. What interesting we think about some aspects we never think in our daily life. It's so interesting and listen with our colleagues and different point of view about different topics. I like this topic about. Congratulations.
Welcome. Yeah, we had the discussion about the good advice about love. All of us brought different points of views. It was amazing. And about you, Otávio?
It's a great conversation. Uh, we have many different advice, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
love it.
was my intention. And yeah, great guys. Unfortunately, the time it was over. Thank you to be here. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, I hope to see you next Friday. Okay, take care. Have a good week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye,
Bye.
guys.